What's up, everybody? And today we're checking out US Marines and British Royal Marines conduct close quarter combat training. This is by the Times Archive, one of the best YouTube channels for just raw footage, raw military footage of training. If you just want to see some of the behind the scenes on military training, it's one of the best ones out there. You don't get any commentary over the top, you just get raw footage, and I absolutely love that type of content. It's about 10 minutes long. Sit yourself down if you want to watch the original video, link down below. Other than that, what we're going to say first, Chug. Check out Chug, 10% off, link down below for the best drinking vessel in the world. There's a reason this has been a channel sponsor for a very, very long time. Handmade here in the UK with sustainable materials by a small business. You can't get any better. It will last you a lifetime. Check them out, 10% off, link down below. Also, check out my new business, Morale. We should be getting drinks on sale this month. In September. We should be getting the drinks this month. People who back the Kickstarter, they should be getting shipped out when we get the drinks. We're supposed to be getting them this month. So fingers crossed. Let's hope that happens. You can also check out the Morale podcast. If you love the outdoors, we talk all about the outdoors. It's called Morale Boost. You can find it on all major platforms, including here on YouTube. I'll leave links down below for all that other stuff. Anyway, let's shut up. Let's pull this up. In fact, before we start, I want to read what it says here. US Marine Corps with Security Force Regiment and British Royal Marines with 4-3 Commando Fleet Protection Group Royal Marines, which when I was in the Royal Marines, they were just called FPG. They weren't called 4-3 Commando at the time. Although I think when I left in 2012, I think it was just changing, or it might have already changed, because there was rumors that it was changing to 4-3 Commando. But at the time, it was just FPG. Conduct close quarter battle, CQB techniques during exercise Tartan Eagle. CQB training allowed US Marines to develop their skills alongside British Royal Marines with a similar occupation field to efficiently engage in enemy indoors. Because it's called Tartan Eagle, exercise Tartan Eagle, I'm wondering if... Let me just do some Googling on that. That might have taken place in Scotland. So FPG is based in Scotland, along with 4-5 Commando, well, 4-3 Commando now, I should say that. It's based in Scotland with 4-5 Commando in Arbroath, where I was based for a couple years. Oh, no, it was overseas. So this is the Globe and Laurel. It's like the Royal Marine magazine. Tartan Eagle is an annual overseas training exercise during which one troop from O Squadron to the US conduct training across, I'm guessing, one troop from O Squadron. Yeah, I wonder what the structure of that is. Deploys to the US to conduct training with the USMC recaptured tactics team. Interesting. So this is what we're going to see right here. In May, Salter Troop were relieved from behind the wire and traveled to the USMC RTT training corps based in Virginia. So it was in Virginia. So when they say behind the wire in the Royal Marines, they guard subs. That's what they're doing. And when you go behind the wire is when you do a stint. It's called doing like a stint behind the wire, where you look after these submarines and keep an eye on them. Once the required standards of marksmanship had been achieved on the static range, the troop then progressed onto live firing, close quarter battle with USMC multi-floor skill house. The lads were initially understandably cautious of American high rate of fire within close proximity, but after a week continued, the drills became slicker and the troop could exercise US TTPs with ease. The progression of training was achieved, and on Friday of week 1, the troop and attached training office element went ashore in Virginia Beach to unwind. I'm sure they did. I'm sure they got absolutely bladdered. Let's watch the video anyway. Let's break it down. So exercise, what was it? Tartan exercise, Tartan Eagle. I like that. It's like a mix between the two, isn't it? So you can see the Royal Marines up top here, top bins. The US Marines are conducting here. We've got a US Marine instructor.
Go farther out, but we want 45 degrees, and we don't want then parallel. So he's not shooting right over his shoulder. He's at a 45-degree angle.
Nice skills. Nice skills. Do you know what I really like? I really like this room where they're able to sit up top and watch down. I think that really gives good visuals on what's going on.
In an L shape or take a barricade depending on what's in front of them and what's still behind them that we need to clean up, whether it's dead checks, occupants, what have you.
So for those of you unaware, oh, we got some Royal Marines doing it now. For those of you unaware, the reason we get cross training between US and UK, because I did it with some US Marines as well. The reason we do that is to trade information. So if the US becomes really efficient on doing this specific thing, then they trade that with their allies. And in return, in these exercises, the UK will be like, oh, we're really good at doing X. And they'll trade that information. And as a group of people, you all elevate each other and trade the best information. It's a really nice thing to see between the two allies. Do you know what? I'm not a fan of the new Royal Marine epaulets. The new, I don't know what you call them, shoulder badges. I'm just not a fan of them. I prefer the old ones, the green ones that are curved. The one that I got, they've changed to the old school version, which is the straight red and black, which it looks cool. I just think the green and black, in my opinion, always was better. But hey, whatever. It's more old school and honoring tradition, and it is a more obvious. If you see that from a distance, you know exactly what it is. Whereas the green and black, it kind of blends into the uniform a bit more, doesn't it? ...2021 September this was in Virginia. Using the Royals are using US weapons here as well, which is interesting. Unless these are what issued at FPG now. Here we go into live firing. Good bit of skill here, good bit of drills. What was probably the biggest barrier to entry for these two groups of individuals getting together was probably just standardizing operating procedures, making sure SOPs are squared away between the two troops, making sure that both countries are well aware of what SOPs are across the board, so they have an understanding on terminology, equipment, and all that other good stuff. This is some great footage, isn't it? Helmets on this time. It's interesting to see how much tactics have changed since I was in. So I was in between 2008 and 2012. And it is interesting to see how different things are. Not vastly different, but just little bits. Do you know what I mean? What handgun have they got there? SIG. Moving and firing. What's this uniform here where it's just green that the US are using here? I've not seen that before. Just all green. That's interesting. It's interesting that they've changed to the red and black here, but the commando daggers still stayed black and green, which is what the colours of the previous one was. It's interesting that they haven't changed that to red and black either. I wonder what the choice is there.
21-20.
The more I see it, the more it kind of grows on me, though, the red and black. It's old school, isn't it?
Come in, come up to that high port, and then immediately start backing into here. All right? And then... Small space right. I'll go to a check. Master support one, you can come in, look left, look right, one coming in. Left. And then you can go up and give him that 3. Open door right. Open door right. Yep, you can go up with them and you can hold.
This is great footage. I'm really happy with them. I wonder if it was the US lads that managed to get this footage or whether it was the UK lads. This is the type of stuff I absolutely love to watch on this channel. If I could watch this type of stuff on this channel 24/7, I would. Watching the boys get some skills squared away. Joint operations between my 2 countries of citizenship. Can't get any better than this. Moving. I like that they're also doing the CQB drills as a mix, right? We've got a Royal here. I think that's a Royal at the back. This lad's obviously US. This lad's a Royal. So they're mixing them up as well. I like that. Again, that's why the SOPs need to be squared away. Otherwise, if the Royals start doing what they've been learning as CQB back in the UK, and then the US do theirs and they put them together, there's going to be a breakdown terminology and all that lot. Love it. Smooth. So smooth. So smooth. All right, we're doing some entry here. You don't want to be that person smashing the door open because you're so vulnerable. Watch this lad here. As soon as you open it up, you're vulnerable. See what I mean? Until the lads get... I mean, obviously it goes so much quicker than that, but still. Big hammer. Big hammer. So they're using shotties on the friggin... They're actually going with live fire in here. Fantastic. Fantastic. They're actually using live fire in.
Stairs to the left. Move up. Right.
That's brilliant. I would have loved to have done this in the Royal Marines. Gone over there and done this with them. That would have been amazing. Lucky lads that get to do this. Would have been a blast. Trying to look at some of the gear here as well in the Royal Marines because obviously equipment changes so much. Like you get given new things, lads buy things. Equipment's always being upgraded in it. It's funny, I was in the Royal Marines when we started getting this multicam. So I started training and went to 4-5 Commando in the classic DPMs. And then we got issued this stuff. And I specifically thinking, oh, like this is looking good. And everyone getting excited to put the new uniform on.
You found this door here, right?
Roger, man. Bands that cracks to the way.
Port 1! Hold there, hold there.
Yeah, 1 times enemy in that room you're about to enter. Right inside the room, enemy.
So they're using blanks here, obviously. This isn't live firing.
Give me a squeeze. Pick up on the score check. You got 3. Yeah.
What are we on here now? Day 6? Day 7? Out in the field. This is what I love CQB, but there's nothing better than being out in the field getting it. Oh, they've got gas masks on. Oh, that's nasty. Oh, you know they're absolutely hanging out the hoop right now, struggling. Oh, sweating like crazy. Oh, they're not gas masks. No, they're not. Oh, is this because this is simunition? Is that what this is? Is that what they're using right now? So simunition is it's kind of like paintballs. Like you shoot paintballs, but they're obviously they're coming around, and they're much more brutal, and that's might be why they've got the goggles and the face mask on. They might be using simunition. Because then, if you get hit, you know you get hit. It fucking sucks. Cameraman nearly got shot then. I guarantee that lad saw him for a second then and was like, I nearly just pinged you, mate. Yeah, that's got to be simunition, hasn't it? This is brilliant. Also, the facilities are fantastic, aren't they? I mean, they're just wrecked rooms at the end of the day, but it looks like there's such a varied amount of different styles of rooms, which is what you want. There's so many times you would do practice and it would just be a Bobby Basic house with like 4 rooms and it was so easy to clear. You want it to be intricate. You want wardrobes, you want beds in there, you want corridors, and you want it to be difficult. You want that challenging. You want to be pushing yourself. And so you see this, like there's a few moments on here where they've entered a room and there's a stairway or there's another room to the right or there's a corridor and it's just a bit more complex, and that's what they need. Were they doing extraction then? Nice. Back on the bus, go on a night out, get absolutely bladdered with the lads in Virginia. There they go. That was absolutely fantastic footage. Absolutely brilliant. I wonder if there's anything else from this. I absolutely loved that. I think there's another article here from the Royal Navy. Royal Marine Guardians of the UK's nuclear deterrent. So that's what I was saying about FPG. 4-3 Commando now. They're up in Scotland, and when they go behind the wire, like I said earlier, is when they're basically keeping an eye on the submarines. I didn't want to say nukes because I didn't know if we were allowed to say it, but the nuclear submarines, they keep an eye on them. Yeah, here's a full article of everything that happened there. Let's have a read of it. Marines from 4-3 Commando Fleet Protection Group are on duty 24/7, 365 days a year, tasked with protecting the UK's strategic deterrent and the Vanguard nuclear-armed ballistic missile submarines that carry it. These specialized commandos, blah, blah, blah. Let's talk about a yearly exercise named Tartan Eagle keeps submarines from both nations who are committed to this specialist role razor sharp on their duties. I love the fact that this is yearly. Tartan Eagle takes place in 2 phases. First, 4-3 Commando travel to Chesapeake, Virginia, and Bangor, Washington, for an exchange with their counterparts at the Marine Corps Security Force Regiment, MCSFR, specifically their recapture tactics team. In autumn, the MCSFR traveled to Clyde. No way, for the UK leg of the exercise. So it's built in 2 phases. So it is in the US and in the UK. Over the 2 phases, the Marines carry out intense drills in close quarter battle and marksmanship, keeping them at their top of the game, always developing tactics and procedures. For the first time in 16 years, the US contingent were able to visit the US sensitive nuclear areas in Washington to develop their first-hand understanding of the MCSFR's operation environment. Officer commanding of 4-3 Commando O Squadron, Major JDN Attrill, I recognize that name, Attrill, said exercise Titan Eagle occurs biannually with one iteration in the United States of America and one in the United Kingdom to ensure collective tactical development in support and sensitive nuclear security missions. This iteration it reintroduced mission-specific site visits essential to the understanding of the operation for the first time since 2008. Further integration will occur in 2024 through student exchanges on the US Close Quarter Battle Course and UK Commando Force Assault Course. Interesting. All right. You can read more of that link down below. I'll link it down below. Absolutely fantastic video. Genuinely enjoyed that. For a Sunday reaction, that was a solid video. Absolutely loved it. Times Archive, well done for getting that footage squared away for YouTube because it's absolutely phenomenal. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Have you ever done anything like this? Have you done joint exercises? If you have, who have you done it with? Who have you done it with? And what would you like to see from the future? Check out Chug, 10% off, link down below. Check out Morale, my new business. Other than that, I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.